Hi, it's Casey. I'm an educator from the North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher, and I'm back this week with another story time. This story is about one of my favorite habitats, the salt marsh. So this story is called A Day in the Salt Marsh, and it is written by Kevin Kurtz, and we are going to read a little bit of it. The sun is coming up in the salt marsh, and the birds respond with song. If you decide to stay a while, you'll see changes all day long. I wonder what kind of changes we're gonna see. It's 9 o'clock in the salt marsh. The tide is coming back, and on the muddy bank, you'll hear a quiet crack. A terrapin is eating while resting on the ground. It bites into a snail shell and makes a popping sound. It's now 11 o'clock in the salt marsh. The tide is getting high. Over in the tidal creek, a blue crab skitters by. The blue crab isn't picky and will eat most any dish. It even eats sea cucumber or a stinky piece of fish. Do you like to eat fish? It's 2 o'clock in the salt marsh. A fish small and tiny, swimming all around the grass with scales so small and shiny. The marsh is like a nursery where little fish can hide. They eat the food that's brought their way with each new rising tide. It's 5 o'clock in the salt marsh and the water's going down. Over on the muddy bank, a horseshoe crab's aground. It doesn't seem to move at all, yet if you look and smell, it's not the live horseshoe crab, but just the molted shell. The sun's now going down in the salt marsh. The day is almost through, but if you're back tomorrow, you'll see other changes too. And that is the end of our story. Now you can see why I love the salt marsh so much. There's so many different animals, and there's lots of mud and lots of grass, and so lots of water too. So I challenge you, go outside, see what kind of ecosystem or habitat you might live nearby. If there's mud or dirt or water, what kind of water is it? Is it fresh? Is it salty? Is it a little bit of both? And try and compare maybe what some of the grass looks like to grass you would find in the salt marsh. So thanks again for joining us this week. Come back again soon to see what other fun we have in store for you.